Step back in time, dear reader, to an era where laughter echoed through the flickering screen of the television set. Picture yourself perched on the edge of an armchair, the excitement coursing through you as you tuned into a new world of comedy. It was the year 1955 when television's canvas first splashed with the hues of hilarity, introducing you to the Phil Silvers Show. Ah, the anticipation, the curiosity that bubbled within you, much like a kettle on the brink of boiling. In the midst of the monochromatic landscape, there it was, a show that would etch itself into the annals of television history. As the screen illuminated, you were whisked away to the fictitious Fort Baxter, a military post that was less about combat and more about the comedy of errors. Sergeant Bilko, played by the ever-talented Phil Silvers, strode onto the stage with a swagger that promised laughter as his secret weapon. Perhaps it was Bilko's conniving schemes, his shrewd manipulation of his comrades, or his undeniable charisma that drew you in. Every episode was a symphony of slapstick and wit, where Bilko's antics left you simultaneously shaking your head and doubling over in laughter. The camaraderie of the ensemble cast, the snappy dialogues, and the seamless dance of chaos and humor all came together to create a concoction that was as irresistible as it was unforgettable. Remember the time when Bilko tried to run a craps game in the barracks? The sheer audacity of his endeavors left you grinning from ear to ear. Or the episode where he set up a boxing match that had you at the edge of your seat, rooting for his triumph, no matter how absurd the situation was. These moments weren't just scenes on the screen, they were brushstrokes of joy painted across your memory. And now, as we gather these fragments of nostalgia and tales from yesteryears, let's explore some intriguing facets of the Phil Silvers Show. Did you know that Phil Silvers himself served in the U.S. Army during World War II? The echoes of his real-life experiences resonated through his portrayal of Sergeant Bilko, infusing the character with an authenticity that tickled the funny bone just right. So, as we journey through the corridors of time, unraveling the layers of this classic sitcom, let's celebrate the chuckles it gifted us, the moments that made us laugh until tears streamed down our cheeks. The charm of the Phil Silvers Show remains timeless, an enduring reminder that laughter, in all its glorious shades, can transcend generations. And there you have it, a window into the world of vintage comedy, where the humor was as genuine as the smiles it brought. So, sit back, relax, and join me in unearthing the hidden gems that make the Phil Silvers Show a treasure trove of mirth and merriment. Without further ado, let's dive into some intriguing tidbits about the show, each one a gem in its own right. Phil Silvers' legacy thrives through dedicated fans. Coventry, UK. The spirit of the iconic 1955 TV series The Phil Silvers Show lives on through the steadfast dedication of Phil Silvers enthusiasts, Steve Everett and Mick Clues. The dynamic duo runs the Phil Silvers Museum right in the heart of Coventry, where they celebrate the enduring genius of Phil Silvers and Nat Hiken. Everett and Clues, lifelong aficionados of Silvers and Bilko's comedic brilliance, have transformed their passion into a mission. Their museum serves as a time capsule, preserving the essence of the show's irreverent humor and wit. The space showcases original memorabilia, rare behind-the-scenes footage, and meticulously curated anecdotes from the show's production. I wanted to ensure that Phil Silvers' unparalleled comedic talent and Nat Hiken's ingenious storytelling would continue to captivate generations, says Everett, who embarked on this endeavor with clues to keep the spirit of the show alive. A museum isn't just a collection of artifacts, it's a testament to the lasting impact of their work. The Phil Silvers Museum has become a pilgrimage site for fans worldwide, paying homage to the show's distinctive characters and hilarious escapades. Visitors are greeted by an immersive experience, diving into the world of the scheming Master Sergeant Ernest G. Bilko and his platoon of endearing misfits. While many original cast members have faded into history, Terry Carter stands as the last living connection to the show's golden era. Carter's portrayal of Private Sugie Sugarman endeared him to audiences, and he continues to honor the show's legacy through his interactions with fans and occasional appearances. However, it's important to note that the passing of Mickey Freeman on September 21, 2010, marked the end of an era. Freeman, the last surviving star of the series, brought his distinctive charm to the character of Corporal Sam Fender, leaving an indelible mark on the show's lore. As Everett and Clues continue to champion the brilliance of Phil Silvers and Nat Hiken, their museum stands as a beacon of nostalgia, humor, and a living tribute to a comedic legacy that refuses to fade away. The Phil Silvers show's timeless charm lives on, thanks to the unwavering dedication of fans like Everett and Clues. Unforeseen curtain call, the Bilko show's surprising demise in 1955. A television sensation burst onto screens across the nation. The Phil Silvers Show, also known as Sergeant Bilko, a comedy centered around the witty shenanigans of Master Sergeant Ernest G. Bilko, portrayed by the eponymous Phil Silvers. The show quickly gained a dedicated following and became a cornerstone of American humor. However, as the series approached the zenith of its success, a sudden twist of fate left both cast and audience bewildered. Phil Silvers, the charismatic lead, revealed his unanticipated feelings about the show's abrupt cancellation. The cancellation of the Bilko show came as a complete surprise to me. He lamented, "After 5 big years on the air, it was killed without anyone consulting me." Silvers candidly shared his emotional turmoil, recounting how the decision dashed his pride and left him startled and hurt. Though the cancellation ultimately freed him from his grueling workload, Silvers yearned to retire on his own terms, preserving his hard-earned legacy. CBS's decision to end the show was rooted in a desire to capitalize on reruns through syndication, a novel concept at the time. Despite robust ratings in its final season, the network believed a series needed to conclude for successful syndication. This unorthodox move ignited a firestorm of protest, leaving Phil Silvers himself incensed by the lack of consultation. Silvers' emotional connection to the show was unmistakable, his disappointment echoing through the decades. A hidden treasure within the dynamic on-screen chemistry emerged between Silvers and Paul Ford, who portrayed Colonel Hall. Ford's penchant for forgetting lines became a serendipitous boon for Silvers' improvisational talent. The scenes between the wily Bilko and the often befuddled Colonel Hall took on a vibrant life of their own, sparked by the unscripted banter. While both actors impeccably maintained character, the infectious laughter that sometimes erupted came not from them, but from fellow cast members struggling to keep a straight face. The Phil Silvers Show not only captivated audiences with its comedic brilliance, but also unraveled an unexpected narrative behind the scenes. The enigma of its abrupt termination, driven by network ambitions and syndication prospects, left Phil Silvers and his devoted fanbase yearning for more. Even today, the legacy of Sergeant Bilko remains a testament to the power of unforeseen twists in the annals of television history. Maurice Gosfield, the unintentional star of the Phil Silvers Show in the annals of classic television. Few sitcoms have left as indelible a mark as the Phil Silvers Show, known affectionately as Sergeant Bilko. Yet, behind the laughter and camaraderie, simmered a backstage rivalry that often stole the spotlight. While Phil Silvers commanded the titular role with his comedic finesse, it was Maurice Gosfield's portrayal of the bumbling private Duane Doberman that unwittingly stole hearts. An embodiment of his on-screen character, Gosfield's real-life quirks added an unintended layer of authenticity. Struggling to recall lines, he tested the patience of cast and crew alike. Curiously, the audience's adoration for Gosfield exceeded that for Silvers himself. Fan mail poured in, eclipsing the star's share. Silvers, an astute observer of human nature, felt the sting of this unanticipated shift in the limelight. Gosfield, he noted in his autobiography, transformed under the accolades, embracing a newfound sense of grandeur that manifested in on-set demands. Gosfield's transformation played out against the backdrop of the show's success. However, as the curtain fell on its run, CBS's abrupt cancellation sent shockwaves through the cast and viewership. Phil Silvers, once the mastermind behind the comedic brilliance, found himself grappling with disappointment over the series' untimely end. The tale of Maurice Gosfield, a man who inadvertently emerged as the heart of a beloved show, highlights the unpredictable nature of fate. It speaks to the dichotomy between on-screen personas and the personalities that bring them to life. In the world of television, as in life, it's often the unexpected characters who etch the deepest memories. Shifting production paradigms, the Phil Silvers Show's transformation under Mike Todd in the annals of television history. Few series have undergone a production metamorphosis as remarkable as the Phil Silvers Show, known colloquially as Sergeant Bilko. Debuting in 1955, the show initially adhered to a theater-like setup. The cast meticulously committed the entire script to memory, performing scenes seamlessly in a single take, maintaining sequence, and before a live studio audience. Enter Mike Todd, a luminary of the entertainment realm, whose appearance in the show's second season heralded a tectonic shift. Todd, favoring cinematic techniques, proposed filming episodes out of sequence, employing multiple takes, and conspicuously omitting the audience. The change was expedient, frugal, and more lenient on the actors' schedules. This transformation marked a pivotal juncture. A ripple effect of Todd's methodology led to a recalibration of the show's essence. Episodes were no longer mere theatrical spectacles, but embraced the dynamism of cinema. Additionally, the reactions of military audiences, recorded during screenings, infused an authentic aura into the show's fabric. The legacy of this pivotal shift in production policy remains etched in the annals of television lore. Sergeant Bilko deftly pivoted from theatrical continuity to cinematic convenience, guided by Mike Todd's innovative spirit. As we reminisce about the bygone era of television, let us not forget this watershed moment that reshaped the show's trajectory. As we bid adieu to this journey through the past, I invite you to linger a while longer in the charming world of the Phil Silvers Show. Let the sepia-tinted memories wash over you like a gentle breeze, carrying with it the timeless camaraderie, the laughter that transcends decades, and the evergreen wit that has charmed generations. As the curtain falls on the zany escapades of Sergeant Bilko and his troop, take a moment to reflect on the threads that bind you to this classic gem. Perhaps it's the familiar quirk of a character's grin, the echo of a witty one-liner that's made a permanent home in your mind, or the reminder that humor truly knows no boundaries or eras. In the spirit of nostalgia, why not share your cherished moments from the Phil Silvers Show? Unearth those anecdotes, relive those scenes, and let your words paint a picture of the impact this series has had on your own journey. Through your eyes, we glimpse the show's enduring influence, each memory a testament to its lasting resonance. Thank you for joining this rendezvous with history and laughter. Your time and interest have woven another layer into the rich tapestry of appreciation for the Phil Silvers Show. So, let the conversations flow, the anecdotes intertwine, and the laughter continue down the corridors of time. Until we meet again to celebrate the magic of storytelling and the joy it brings, keep those memories alive.